Good afternoon, Ananda. I'm Rajeshwari from Gandhinagar branch. Today, I'm going to discuss about food components. I'm discussing about food components. Food components. What is the meaning of food components? It is nothing but nutrients. It is nothing but nutrients. In previous classes, already discussed about nutrition, the importance of food components, everything. But in this class, we are all again we are discussing about these topics. First of all, understanding the importance of food components. Understanding the importance of food components. And second one, identification of protective food to our body. And next third one, importance of water. Importance of water. And fourth one, sources of rough phase. Sources of rough phase. And next one, balanced diet and junk food. And last one, history of food and nutrition. Food and nutrition. In this lesson, we are discussing about 6 topics. First of all, understanding the importance of food components. Understanding the importance of food components. What are the food components? Carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins and minerals, water, fats, rough phase, and water. These are the main important components. Yes or no? First of all, here we are discussing about this topic. Note down, children, once note down the main topics. First one is understanding the importance of food components. Second one is identification of protective food. Third one is importance of water. Fourth one is sources of rough phases. Fifth one is balanced diet and junk food. Last one is history of food and nutrition. Shall I rub the board? So first topic is understanding the importance of food components. What are the food components? The various food components are First one is carbohydrates. Second one is proteins. Third one is vitamins and minerals. Fourth one is fats. Fifth one is roughage. And sixth one is water. Sixth one is water. What are the food components? Carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins and minerals, fats, roughage, and water. And water. So already know very well. Carbohydrates and fats are energy giving foods, and proteins are body building foods, and vitamins and minerals are protective foods. Protective foods. So these are very, very important, essential to our body. Okay. So here each and every component has its own function to grow in the for the body requirement. Yes or no? Isn't every sixth one is water? Okay. Sixth one is water. So here carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins and minerals, fats, roughage and water. These are all essential requirement for the body. So every component has its own function and it is also very essential for the body. Every day we are taking different types of foods. Food components. So here every component is its own function and to maintain each and every requirement to the body. Yes sir, mama? So here next one is identification. Identification of components. It is very, very important topic in this lesson. So listen carefully, children. Identification of components. Every day you are taking so many food items from morning to evening. Yes or no? So in these all food items having nutrients, you know, how do you know? How do you know? So identification of components. How to identify the components in our diet? So first of all, test for starch. Test for starch. Starch is nothing but carbohydrate. Starch is nothing but carbohydrate. Okay. So how to identify carbohydrate in our food? But in this carbohydrate test, already know very well, carbohydrates are present in rice, wheat, barley, potato, etc. Yes or no? So take any food sample. Take any food sample by using the chemical iodine solution. By using the chemical iodine solution. Take one test tube. Take one test tube. Take some food sample. Take any food sample. For example, rice or potato pieces or biscuit powder. Take any carbohydrate related food in the test tube. Okay. Next, have to take iodine solution. Have to take iodine solution. It is very, very important chemical to test for the starch. To test for the starch. Okay. So have to identify the starch in food item. Have to add iodine solution to the food sample. Have to add iodine solution to the food sample. Then after some time, it will changes into blue or black color. Blue or black color. Okay? Is it understood or not, ma'am? Okay. So take any food sample like rice or potato or some other bread or wheat or barley, anything. Okay. So take food sample in a test tube and add iodine solution to it. After that, it will changes into blue or blackish color. Then it contains carbohydrates. Okay. So how to identify? With the help of iodine solution. With the help of iodine solution. Akhil, చెప్పమ్మా. Akhil.
Madam,
చెప్పమ్మా.
all the ground food from root food items all are called carbohydrates only, ma'am.
No. Carbohydrates rich in only rice, wheat, barley, potato, biscuits, like that. For example, if you take any biscuit packet or chocolate packet, then the nutrition values will be there.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to check in the nutrition value table. Then carbohydrates percent, protein percent, fats percent, like that you have to observe. Okay, children? Okay, Akhil?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So how to identify? With the help of iodine solution. With the help of iodine solution, it will changes into which color, ma'am? Black or blue color. Blue or black color. Then it will changes into blue or black color means it contains carbohydrates. So iodine solution also available in the market. If you take any iodine solution to any food sample, then it will convert it into blue or black color. Then it contains carbohydrates. Easily how to identify the carbohydrates. Okay. So note down this topic, ma'am. Note down once. Test for starch. First one is test for starch. So carbohydrates present in rice, wheat, barley, potato, etc. Take iodine solution and take one test tube and take food sample, any food sample. Here I will take rice only. Here I take rice. But you have to take rice or potato or barley or whatever it is, biscuit powder, like it. So I have to add iodine solution to the food sample. Then after some time, it will changes into blue or black color. Then how to identify blue or black color? Then it will contains carbohydrates. It contains carbohydrates. Okay. This is the main important thing. Blue or black color. Blue or black color. It is also very important point. Note down, children. Rishita, చెప్పమ్మా. Rishita. Rishita.
Ma'am.
చెప్పమ్మా.
Ma'am, nothing.
What's your doubt? Lishita, Nikhil, Nikhil, what's your doubt? Shall I continue? Shall I continue, ma'am? Next one is proteins. Test for proteins. Test for proteins. Test for proteins. Here, proteins are present in milk, meat, eggs, pulses, etc. Proteins are rich in milk, meat, eggs, pulses, etc. Okay, so how to identify the food proteins present or not? Present or not? How to identify? Here, the test for proteins having two chemicals. The required chemicals are CuSO4 means copper sulfate. Copper sulfate. Next chemical is NaOH. NaOH. Sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide. These two are two chemicals which we use it to test for proteins. So, CuSO4 and NaOH. How to take these solutions? Here, copper sulfate is 2%. Sodium hydroxide is 10%. Sodium hydroxide is 10%. Okay. So, 2% means what? 2% means what? Take 100 ml of water. Take one test tube. Take one test tube. Take one test tube. Take 100 ml of water. Take 100 ml of water and take 2 ml of copper sulfate, CuSO4. CuSO4 is nothing but copper sulfate. The chemical name of copper sulfate is CuSO4. So, take 100 ml of water and take 2 ml of copper sulfate solution. And next, take another test tube. Take another test tube. Add 100 ml of water. 100 ml of water. Take 10%. Here 10% means 10 ml of NaOH. 10 ml of NaOH. Okay. Now these two solutions add combined in another test tube. Take these two solutions in another test tube. So, what is this one? CuSO4 plus NaOH solution is ready. CuSO4 and NaOH solution is ready. Okay. Hands raised. Amrita చెప్పమ్మా. Amrita? Hello, Amrita?
Ma'am.
Cheppamma. Pause your doubt. Amrita?
మీరు ఇప్పుడు చెప్పింది నాకు అర్థం కాదు మ్యామ్. సారీ.
Amrita?
You said ma'am, I didn't understand.
Pranav? Pranav? Hasini?
Ma'am, why should not we take 100 ml of water for copper sulfate, ma'am?
Why? Because it have to take 2% of copper sulfate. Here 2% of copper sulfate. Percent is nothing but 100. That's why you have to take 100 ml of water and 2 ml of copper sulfate. Have to we don't add copper sulfate directly. That's why you have to add water and copper sulfate solution.
No, ma'am. For NaOH, we added 100 ml, ma'am.
NaOH is 10%. That is 100 ml of water. Have to take 10 ml of NaOH.
Okay, ma'am.
So add these solutions in one test tube. The solution is chemical is ready. Keep it one side. And now take another test tube.
Ma'am.
Take another test tube and take food sample to it. Take food sample. For example, egg or milk or meat, whatever it is, have to take food sample. Then add this solution to it. Add this solution to it. Stir it well. Again, after 2 minutes, add some more solution to it. Then, after some time, it will change into purple color. It will change into purple color. Okay. So, how to change purple color? When the copper sulfate solution and NaOH, sodium hydroxide solution is reacted with food sample. Then after some time it will changes into purple color. Okay. Cheppamma.
Ma'am.
Tell.
Food sample is what, ma'am?
Food sample is nothing but take any meat or take any egg sample or any milk or pulses like that. Doll.
CuSO. Yes, ma'am. CuSO.
CuSO means copper sulfate. This is a chemical.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma?
Down, ma'am.
Down NaOH, sodium hydroxide.
Yes, ma'am.
NaOH, sodium hydroxide. So, which color?
Thank you, ma'am.
Which color form? Purple. So, when it is comes to purple color means it contains proteins. It contains proteins. Is it clear? And once again I will explain this solution. It is very, very important in the examination point of view also. Ask the question. Test for proteins. First of all, test for carbohydrates. Have to add iodine solution. Have to add iodine solution. In this one, we have to add CuSO4, that is copper sulfate. How much of percent? 2% of copper sulfate. And NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide. This is how much percentage, ma? 10%. What is the meaning of percent? That is 100. How to take 100? Have to take one test tube in 100 ml of water and add 2%, means 2 ml of copper sulfate. And next thing is sodium hydroxide is 10%, means take 100 ml of water and add 10 ml of sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide. Add these two solutions in one test tube. The chemical is ready. The chemical is ready in the mixture of CuSO4 and NaOH. CuSO4 and NaOH. Then take any food sample. Food sample is nothing but take any milk or meat or eggs or pulses. Only small amount of food sample you have to take in one test tube. Then add this chemical solution will be there, no? So this solution have to add this the food sample. After some time, again you have to add some more solutions to it. Then stir it well. After that, it will convert into purple color. It will changes into purple color. Then what is the result? It contains proteins. It contains proteins. Okay. What's your doubt, ma'am?
Ma'am,
Tell. What's your doubt?
nothing, ma'am.
Okay. What's your doubt now?
Nothing, ma'am.
Okay. Pranav, tell. Kundan.
Ma'am, we have to use food sample, ma'am.
Food sample is nothing but you have to take any milk sample or meat or egg or pulses or doll. Anything. You have to take anything in test tube and add the solution.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So next one is note down, children, once. Note down test for proteins. Subheading. Proteins are present in milk, meat, eggs, pulses, etc. etc. Satya. Satya.
Ma'am, the food sample will convert into only purple color or another colors, ma'am?
Only purple color. It will changes into purple color means it contains proteins.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Akhil.
Nothing, ma'am. Continue.
Akhil.
Continue, ma'am. Nothing.
Okay. Vishnuvardhan.
Continue, ma'am. Continue. Continue,
Sahasra.
madam.
Ma'am, we should mix the copper sulfate and sodium hydride also.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Have to add these two solutions in one test tube. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
First one is test for carbohydrates. What are children? Test for carbohydrates. So test for carbohydrates is nothing but starch test. Starch or carbohydrate. Both are same. Okay. So take iodic solution. Take iodic solution and add to the food sample. Then you have to which color na? Blue or blackish color. Blue or blackish color. Then it contains carbohydrates. Next, test for proteins. Test for proteins. In this one, have to take two solutions, that is CuSO4 and NaOH. What is the meaning of CuSO4? Copper sulfate.
Copper sulfate.
And this is sodium
Sodium hydroxide.
hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide. Have to add these two solutions and form one solution, chemical solution, and add these two solutions into food sample. Which color? Which color form?
Purple.
Purple color. Then it contains proteins.
Madam, once more.
Vishnu, any doubts?
No, ma'am.
How to raise, ma? Amulya? Any doubt? Naveen?
Madam, once more, ma'am.
Okay.
Madam, once more.
Sashank?
Ma'am, we want to know it, ma'am.
Vivek?
Hello, ma'am.
Cheppama.
If we mix the iodine, it changes into black.
Yes. Have to add iodic solution to the carbohydrate food items, then it will convert into blue or black color.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. And next test for proteins.
Hello.
Take copper sulfate solution as a solution. Percentages, ma. Here this is 2% and here this is 10%. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Amulya.
Thank you, ma'am.
Amulya. Any doubt?
Madam,
Tell me.
Madam,
Ma'am, how much iodine we have to use, ma'am?
How much?
How much iodine we have to use, ma'am?
Take some iodine solution to it. After that, it will changes into blue or blackish color. Then have to stop. Otherwise, have to take 2 ml of iodine solution, again 2 ml of solution. Then color will be changed into blue or blackish color.
Ma'am?
Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Cheppamma.
Ma'am, when we add copper sulfate and sodium hydrate, then only food sample will come, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
okay.
So here, note down this one now. Test for carbohydrates. Have to add, take iodine solution. It will changes into blue or black color. Next, test for proteins. Take 2% of CuSO4 and take 10% of NaOH. Then add these two solutions in one sample. Have to add food sample. Then it will changes into purple color. Then it contains proteins. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
There any doubts?
No, ma'am.
It is very important test. It is very important test. In examination point of view also, they will ask. Okay? So note down these 3 lines. Okay. See you in the next class now.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, children. I am Satyanarayana, Faculty of Mathematics.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Today we are going to learn about integers. Yes. Already before class we learned about integers. Yes. Just once again, I would like to revise those things what we learned in the before class. Yes, children. Right. See. Suppose just observe in this border. See, already before class we learned about number system. What about the number system? N is equal to natural numbers. Means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on so. Those are natural numbers. Next, another set of numbers. W is equal to set of whole numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on so. These are whole numbers. Next number system, integers means can be represented by I, R, Z. Z is equal to set of so and so -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, so on so. Before class, I discussed about natural numbers, whole numbers, and integers. Just observe children once here. You can observe here. See, these numbers are natural numbers. These are natural numbers. Means, yeah. Next, another along with 0.
Whole numbers.
These numbers are
Whole numbers.
whole numbers. Yes, children once can observe here. All natural numbers are whole numbers. All whole numbers are integers. Do you understand? How it can be written as natural numbers, whole numbers, integers. Do you understand? From this, we can observe here all natural numbers are whole numbers, all whole numbers are integers. Here, integers means set of integers have two types: positive integers and negative integers. Do you understand? These all are positive, these all are negative integers. Yes, what about zero? Before class, we learned about zero is neither positive nor negative. Zero is neither positive nor negative integer. Yes, yes. Children, now I would like to explain about. See, just once these integers are represented on the number line. Yes, observe children here. This is the number line. The number line, middle of the number line, we can write here 0. That is 0. Right side of the 0. All the positive integers are represented right side of the 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on, so like this. Left side of the 0 have to represent negative integers: -1, -2, -3, -4, so on, so like this. Like this, we can represent the integers on the number line. Yes, children? Yes. Next. One subject and draw this number line.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Observe, sir.
Okay. Now,
Observe, sir.
okay, children, just observe here. The right side of the 0 are positive integers, left side of the 0 are negative integers. Before class, we discussed about every positive integer is greater than 0. Every positive integer is greater than
Greater than 0.
0. Next, every negative integer is less than 0. Yes, every positive integer is greater than 0. Every negative integer is less than 0. Suppose we can observe here, take these two integers, -2, -1. Which is big one, -2 or -1 here?
-1.
Very good, -1. So it can be represented by -2 less than -1.
-1.
Yes. Suppose for example we can take -1 -1 -1. Now it can be represented by -1 greater than -99. Yes. Okay, it is also can be like this also. -99 less than -1. Like this also we can represent. -1 greater than -99 or -99 less than -1. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay, children. Next.
వీడియో కాల్ చేసిన
Sir, sir,
Yes. Ask me any doubt.
Sir.
Hello.
మామూలుగా నేను ఏం చేయలేము కొట్టుడు ఎన్న క్లాస్
Sir,
Yes. Ask me any doubt.
sir,
Yes. Ask me.
sir, why 99 is less than to -1, sir?
Yes. So I will explain about that. See once here, -1 greater than -99, or -99 less than -1 means which is big one between these two numbers? -1 no. Yes.
Sir.
Here also -1 greater than -99 means -1 is the big one. Because of in the number line we can observe here. See, -4. This is the ascending arrow from left side, from LHS side to RHS. Here left hand side, LHS means left hand side. This is here 4, 3. In this order we can go. Yes, -4 less than -3, -3 less than -2, -2 less than -1, -1 less than 0, 0 less than 1. Yes,
sir.
in this order we can move like this. Yes, do you understand? That's why suppose we can represent more numbers on these number lines. -5,
Sir, infinite.
-6, so and so like this. Yes, that is the reason -99 less than -1, -1 greater than -99.
Sir,
Yes,
negative integer is greater or positive integer is greater, sir?
every positive integer is greater than negative integer. Otherwise,
Sir.
every negative integer is less than positive integer. Suppose -5 less than 1. Yes,
Yes, sir.
-5 less than 1. Like this.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Yes, ask me.
sir, why 0 is neither positive nor negative, sir?
Yes. Suppose for example, have you ever seen -0?
Sir, 0, sir.
Plus 0 like this. Have you ever seen?
0.
No. Always just we can represent only 0. Okay. There is no positive, there is no negative. That's why 0 is neither positive nor negative. 0 is neither positive nor negative. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, ma. Welcome. Okay. Now after this one, we are going to discuss about properties of integers. Yes. What about the properties of integers? First one, closure property. First one is closure property. Second one is commutative property. Third one is associative property. Next one is distributive property. Next, existence of inverse. Existence of inverse. Next, existence of identity. Okay, ma. Just observe here. First property is closure property, commutative property, associative property, and distributive property. Existence of inverse, existence of identity. Okay. One by one, I will explain about these properties. Yes, children. Just observe these properties. What is the first property? Closure property. Yes. Now, see children, closure property. We have. Do you know about four fundamental operations? What about the four fundamental operations? First one, addition, subtraction, third one, multiplication, next fourth one, division. Okay, about closure property, we are going to discuss about four fundamental operations. How to apply the closure property. Yes, do you understand, children? First, we are going to use addition. How to use addition for closure property? Yes, suppose for example, we know integers z is equal to set of so minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, so on so. These are the set of integers. What about closure property under addition? First, we can take any two integers from these set. Yes, take any two integers. Suppose, for example, just I will take 4, 7. Here, so on so means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so on so on. That's right. We can take any two integers 4, 7. These two are integers. Means these two belongs to Z. Already explained about this symbol belongs to. Means 4, 7 belongs to Z. Means we can 4 and 3. We can take from this set Z. That's why it can be written as 4, 7 belongs to Z. Here we can operate first operation. Consider here 4 plus 7 is equal to 11. 4 plus 7 is equal to 11. Yes, is it the set? Is it the set of integers? Is 11 is from the set of integers? Yes, 11 is also from the set of integers because of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on, so 11 up to like that. Now, after operating this addition, we will get the same integer again. 4 plus 7 is equal to 11. 4, 7 are integers. After getting the addition, result is also a integer. Your result is also an integer. Do you understand, children? Suppose if you want to take any two integers from the set, after adding, we will get the same again integer. At that time, we can say that integers satisfy closure property under addition. Integers satisfy
అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకుని మాట్లాడమంటే మీరు ఎంత చేసుకోవాలి ఈసారి నుంచి మీరు మా మీద మొదలు పెడుతున్నారు.
Kundan.
Sir?
Yes, ask me about doubt. Any doubt?
No doubt, sir.
No doubt?
Yes, sir.
Next madam name not there. Manoj. Manoj? Manoj? Naveen? Manoj? Hello, Manoj, any doubt? Naveen? Naveen?
Sir,
Hello.
why did we take negative integers?
Yes, ask me.
We can take negative integers also, sir.
Yes, sure. We can take negative integers also to check the property of addition. Can I take one example and explain?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Just listen once. Suppose first we did not hear 4 plus 7 is equal to 11 belongs to Z. After adding these two integers, we will get the result is also an integer. Suppose so it can be written as integers satisfy closure property under addition. Integers satisfy closure property under addition. Suppose if we want to take two negative integers, just listen here. -3, -5. Yes, these two are integers, means these two integers are taken from the set Z. Now, after adding these two, -3 plus of -5, whenever two symbols presented, we can keep bracket like this. -3 plus of -5, because of we are doing addition here. That's right. Again, it can be written as -3. You can see minus in plus into minus, plus into minus, -5, plus into minus, minus. Here, observe children here, -3 -5 becomes -8. After adding -3 and -5, we will get the result -8. Is the -8 from the set of Z? Yes, -8 is also belongs to Z. After adding these two negative integers, we will get the result is also a integer. Yes, that's why integers satisfy closure property under addition. Clear, children? Whatever the integers, positive integers or negative integers, we can take and add. After adding, we will get the result is also an integer. That is the reason integers satisfy closure property under addition. Note down, children, these two examples. First, addition, keep adding under these two integers we can take, add, we will get the result. Integers satisfy closure property under addition. Sardak. Sardak. Ask me, Amma, any doubt?
No doubt, sir.
Good. Shiva. Shiva, any doubt? Shiva. Okay. Sahasra. Sahasra. Sahasra, ask me, Amma, any doubt? Sahasra.
Sir.
Yes, ask me, Amma, any doubt?
No doubt, sir.
Okay.
Sorry to disturb you, sir.
Okay, Manmotra. Okay, just children, if you have doubt, raise your hands. Otherwise, down your hands. Pranam. Pranam. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay.
I'm sorry for disturbance.
Okay, next Kundan. Kundan, any doubt?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ask me, Amma.
Sir, if you take another number also, the answer will become no, sir.
Yes.
That number will be an integer. That number,
Yes.
every number is integer, no, sir. Then why this property, sir?
Yes, Amma. We can take any two integers from the set. After adding, we will get the result is also an integer. That is the reason integers satisfy closure property under addition.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just write this example and once write down this example, boys.
Okay, sir.
Durgesh.
Sir,
Yes, ask me, boy. Any doubt?
no doubt, sir.
Okay. If you have doubt, raise your hands. Otherwise, down your hands, Amma. Okay. Okay, children, just observe here. In general, we can write here for any two integers.
Sir, once more, sir.
Yes, a comma b for any in general for any two integers a comma b, a plus b is also an integer. A plus b is also an integer. Just write down this one also.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, once
Yes.
closure property, no drop, sir. Not. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Sir.
Up, sir.
Sahasra. Sahasra. Any doubt? Vinod Vishnu. Vinod?
Yes, sir.
Yes, any doubt, Amma?
Nothing, sir. Once more, sir.
Okay. Yes.
Up, sir.
Manoj. Manoj? Manoj, any doubt? Okay, children, just observe here. This is the symbol means paran. Suppose you can write like this. Cut off. B. This is known as paran. R for every. For every. Just observe here. This symbol is known as paran or for every. Means suppose for example we take my set of integers so and so -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, so on so like this. These all are set of integers.
Finite, sir.
Suppose this is the symbol means for all or for every.
For every.
Yes, we can take any integer from this set. We can write like this. For all a comma b belongs to z. For all a comma b belongs to z, and A plus B belongs to Z. For all A comma, do you know how to read this one? For all A comma B belongs to Z and A plus B belongs to Z. Means
Z.
A comma B means for any integer from the set of integers. A means suppose we can take 1, B means we can take -5, like that. Otherwise, suppose A is equal to -7, B is equal to 10. Any integer, suppose A is equal to 100, B is equal to -6, like this. Both positive or both negative. Okay, one positive, one negative. Like this also we can take. Suppose A is equal to 7, B is equal to 11, like this we can take. For any integer, instead of numbers, just we can represent these variables. A comma B means in the place of A comma B, we can take any integer from the set of integers. That's why simply it can be read as for all A comma B belongs to Z and A plus B belongs to Z.
Z.
A means some integer, B also some integer. After adding the result is also an integer. That's why we can represent like this. Simply. Just write down these parts also. Okay. Symbol means for all can be read as
అదేంటండి మమ్మల్ని అడుగుతారు ఎవరు ఎవరున్నారో
for every.
సరిపడింది నువ్వే కదండి అది మాయలేదు ఆవిడ
Sahiti. Sahiti, any doubt? Sahiti. Next. Santosh.
సార్
Santosh, any doubt, Amma?
సైడ్ మూవ్ సార్
Hello?
నథింగ్ సార్
Did you complete to write this? For all A comma B belongs to Z and A plus B belongs to Z. Means for all can be read as for all or for every. Okay, children. Next, Kundan. Kundan,
Sir,
any doubt?
sir, you wear one symbol now, sir. What is that, sir?
That is for all, Amma. For all means for every number from the set of integers.
Okay, sir.
Okay, good. Naveen. Naveen.
Sir, can we take both as 0, sir?
Yes, we can take. Suppose 0 comma 5 belongs to Z. Yes, 0 and 5 are from the set of integers. After adding these two, 0 plus 5 is equal to 5. Again, result is also an integer now.
Yes, sir.
That is the reason integers satisfy closure property under addition.
Okay, sir.
Good.
Sir, can we take only for hello?
Yes, ask me, Amma.
Sir, we can take that symbol for all, sir, not only
Yes.
integers?
Yes, for every number. For every number means for all. For all. For every number we can take this symbol. Yes. Yes, children.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Amma. Next.
ఏమన్నా అసలు డౌట్ అడుగుతావు
Pranav.
And doubt is
నాకు చెప్పు నేను వింటాను
Pranav.
పట్టుకుని ఉంటే
Sir, we can take any number, sir.
Yes, you can take any number. Amma.
Okay, sir.
Set of integers.
Okay, sir.
సౌజన్య మేడం. సౌజన్య.
Can we take any number for this sum?
సౌజన్య. సౌజన్య ఎనీ డౌట్ అమ్మా?
Sir, in that box, what is the first symbol, sir?
This is known as paral. Like this, come see. Paral, can read as paral. Or paribri. Paral or paribri.
Okay, sir.
Yes, good.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, ma, welcome. Kartikeya. Hello, Saujanya. Kartikeya. Okay. Okay, children, power. Next one. For closure property, now we learned about addition. Next, another operation is subtraction. See, children. Same process subtraction also. Suppose for example, z is equal to set of integers. So and so -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, so and so like this. These are our set of integers. Yes, we can take any two integers from this set. Suppose for example, I want to take here any two integers means -4 and 3. -4 and 3. -4 is from set Z. 3 is also taken from set Z. Now what is the operation here? Subtraction. Suppose -4 -3. -4 -3. What is the result here? -4 -3 becomes -7. Do you understand? After adding these two, whenever two same symbols presented, we can add and whatever the symbol in front of the big number, that we have to write here. Already you know about this rule. -4 -3, adding these two, we will get 7. So -7. Both are negative now. Same, whenever same symbols presented, we have to add. Yes. What is the symbol in front of the big number there? That we can keep. -7, so -7. Now this is the result. -4 and +3. -4 and +3. After doing subtraction, we will get the result -7. Now this -7 is also from set Z. Yes. After getting the result also integer. These two are integers. After getting the result is also an integers. That is the reason integers satisfy closure property under subtraction. Integers satisfy closure property under subtraction. Okay, take any two integers from the set Z. After doing subtraction, we will get the result is also an integer. That's why integers satisfy closure property under subtraction. Do you understand, children? Akhil?
Sir,
Yes, ask me any doubt?
why -4 and -3 becomes -7, sir?
Yes. Both are same symbols now, ma.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Here whenever same symbols presented, we have to add. Suppose for example, +4 +3. What we can do? We have to add +7. Suppose different symbols presented, -4 +3. Whenever different symbols presented, we have to do the subtraction. Yes. That's why here same symbols now, -4 -3.
Yes, sir.
That's why we have to add these two numbers. Becomes
Okay, sir.
-7. Here minus 7 is also integer, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. After subtracting any two integers, getting result is also an integer. That is the reason integers satisfy closure property under subtraction.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Now, see children once.
Sir, I have doubt, sir.
Yes, write down. Keep subtraction heading and after writing that, just write this example, write this point. Okay?
Sir, there are minus 4 minus 3 there, no, sir.
Yes.
How they calculate, sir?
Subtraction. We are doing subtraction now.
Yes,
Minus
sir.
4.
Minus 3, sir.
Minus 4. Suppose for minus 4, we are
Yes, sir.
subtracting 3 from minus 4. 3 from 4.
Yes, sir.
Yes. That's
Yes,
why
sir.
here minus 4. We have to 3 subtracting from 4 now. That's why minus 4.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. My doubt is clear, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, our doing operation subtraction now. That's why. Suppose addition means minus 4 plus 3 like this we can write it.
Okay, sir.
Good. Okay, we can do like this. Otherwise, we can do like this also. Suppose, for example, that is the another property. Next I will explain about that one. Now see here 3 minus of minus 4. We are doing the operation subtraction now.
Yes, sir.
That's right. 3 minus of already this is minus 4. We are doing the operation subtraction. That's why 3 minus of minus 4. Now it can be written as 3 minus into minus plus. Here 3 plus 4, 7. This is also belongs to Z. Suppose
Yes, sir.
we can do like this. This is also again integer. Here we are using the operation subtraction. After
Okay, sir.
result is getting result also integer.
Sir. Integer, sir.
That is the reason integer satisfy closure property under subtraction. Just write this and we can write it.
Completed, sir.
Very good.
Okay, sir.
Next we can write like this point number for all. A comma B belongs to Z. A comma B belongs to Z. And A minus B belongs to Z.
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir.
Yes.
Your voice is breaking, sir.
No, this is breaking.
Okay.
You check your network.
One check your network, come on.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Now clear, sir.
Okay, Naveen.
Sir, I didn't understand upper box, sir.
This box boy.
Yes, sir.
Just this is the symbol for all. Like
Yes,
this.
sir.
I explain now.
Okay, sir.
For all, A comma B
didn't
belongs to Z. This is belongs to
Okay.
Z. And A minus B belongs to Z.
Okay, sir.
Good.
For all.
Okay, what is the third operation?
Morning and thank you, sir.
Addition over, subtraction over, next
Division.
multiplication. Okay. Okay, this is the set of integers. Z is equal to set of so minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, so like this. These are the set of integers. Suppose we can take any two integers from that set. Suppose I want to take minus 7 and 2 belongs to Z. These two are integers from this set. Now, after what is the operation we are going to do here? Multiplication. Minus 7 into 2 is equal to minus 14. After getting result is also an integer. Yes. can take any two integers from this set. After doing multiplication, we will get the result is also an integers. That is the reason integers satisfy closure property under multiplication. Integers satisfy closure property under multiplication. So, another example can I take?
Okay, sir.
Suppose -9 -6. These two are belongs to Z. We can do the multiplication -9 into -6.
-9 to -6.
Minus into minus plus 9 6
Plus
are 54. This is also belongs to set
52.
of
54.
integers. Just observe children once. We can multiply any two positive integers. Positive into positive becomes again plus. Now any two negative integers we can multiply. Minus into minus becomes plus.
Minus,
Now same
plus.
symbols we can multiply becomes the positive. Both positive or both negative. Their product becomes positive. Okay.
Okay,
Suppose
sir.
we can multiply different symbols. Minus into plus becomes minus.
Minus.
Suppose plus into minus becomes minus.
Minus.
Whenever same symbols we can multiply becomes positive. Both positive or both negative
Okay, sir.
becomes positive. Suppose different symbols we can multiply, we will get the result negative. Yes, minus into plus, minus, plus into minus, minus. Yes, just write this one. Just observe children here. -9 into -6. Minus into minus plus. So 9 6 are 54 belongs to Z. That is the reason we can write here. So integers satisfy closure property under multiplication. So integers satisfy closure property under multiplication.
Multiplication.
Yes, children. Write down fast.
Good morning and thank you, sir. అయిపోయింది.
గుడ్ మార్నింగ్. గుడ్ మార్నింగ్.
Good afternoon. Afternoon.
Just last point, children. Just once observe here. Krishna Chaitanya. Krishna Chaitanya asked me, any doubt? Krishna Chaitanya. Just observe here. After writing this point, we can note down. For all A comma B belongs to Z and A into B belongs to Z. So integers satisfy closure property under multiplication. Okay, children. Once next class we will meet again. Thank you.